and welcome to Imagine This Stories for Lent. In this podcast, we're learning about the life of Jesus by going through the book of Mark, one story at a time. Today, we meet a man whose name means gift of God. But I bet if you ask people who knew him if they thought he was a gift from God, they might not agree. So sit back, relax, kick off your shoes, and for the next couple of minutes, imagine this. Jesus was walking along the Sea of Galilee, and he came across a tax booth. This is a small wooden structure often located in strategic places like city gates, ports, and major roads. Inside the booth sat a man named Matthew, and like I said, his name means gift of God. But the Jewish people in this city did not think he was a gift. His job was to collect taxes from them. But he was not an honest man. Let's say someone owed $10. He would charge them $14 and then keep the extra $4 for himself. And what made it worse? Matthew was a Jewish man working for the Romans, so he took the money from his own people. Well, when Jesus saw him sitting there in that booth, he didn't give him a dirty look or roll his eyes and say,
"It's Matthew."
Instead, he walked over and said,
"Follow me."
I wonder what Matthew thought when this happened. I wonder what the other disciples thought. But evidently, Matthew thought this was a good idea because he left his booth and went with Jesus. And you'll never guess where they went. To Matthew's house. I imagine it was a really nice house. I mean, Matthew had a lot of money. So there they were, all having a nice meal with other tax collectors and other people who, let's just say, were not very popular. While they were eating, some Pharisees came along. The Pharisees were Jewish religious leaders who were known for studying God's law very closely, sometimes thinking they were a little better than everyone else because they thought they followed all the rules. They even added a few extra rules. And often, they didn't show kindness to others. Well, when they looked in and saw Jesus with all these people, they were like, why is Jesus eating with people like this? Doesn't he know who they are? Oof. And here is the answer Jesus gives them.
Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do. I've come to call not those who think that they are righteous, but those who know that they are sinners.
Do you remember what the name Matthew means? Gift of God. Do you think the people who knew Matthew the tax collector would be like, oh yeah, he's a total gift of God? Probably not. But when Jesus saw him, he didn't see what Matthew did. He saw who he is, and he is a gift of God. Jesus loved him as he was, and then spent time with him to help him become the person God created him to be. That's one of the great things about Jesus. When he looks at us, he doesn't see us as the crazy hot messes, sometimes awful people that we are. He sees us as a gift of God, as the people we are created to be. And if we let him, he'll help us become those people. As you go through your day today, remember you are a gift of God. You have been created with a plan and a purpose. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day. And come back tomorrow and listen as we learn more about the life of Jesus on Imagine This Stories for Lent. Bye.